Plaintiff LaShanita Goodwin says the defendant is her daughter, and she has always been LaShanita's mini-me. LaShanita claims she and the defendant even attended college together, but she's the only one who graduated. LaShanita is suing her daughter today for unpaid loans. Defendant Jasmine Ward says she started attending classes at a community college when she was in 8th grade. And LaShanita got angry at her when she wanted to switch schools and change her major.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay, my daughter, we had a loving relationship. They even call her my mini-me. We attended college together. I was a senior and she was coming in as a freshman, but the only thing was I graduated and she ended up hanging around with the wrong crowd and she didn't get to graduate college.
That defeated your purpose, didn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
You went there to snoop on her.
No, actually I was there before her.
Oh, okay.
I was there before her.
You said you convinced her to come there to try and snoop on her.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
What was she doing as a college student?
Actually, she was going in. She had went to school and graduated with a graphic design degree.
Mm-hmm.
So
she did finish?
She did finish high school.
No. Mm-hmm.
And then they gave her a scholarship to go to college.
And what happened there? You were there. How was she behaving?
We attended college together.
Mm-hmm.
But later, she left the house. So
she finished college?
She stopped going to college.
Do you know why?
I think it was more of my plan of wanting her to go to college at that time because she was 17 when she graduated. So
did you feel she had the skills?
I feel she had the skills. Yes, she did.
Yeah, she got an academic scholarship?
Yes, wow. So she had the skills. I think it was just hanging around with the wrong crowd that didn't have the same goals that she had. Basically influenced her.
In college?
In college, yes. Because they was looking up to her. They was looking up to her, being that she was 17 and about to go to college. And I don't know if it was jealousy or what, but they stirred her in the wrong direction.
How about growing up, 12, 13, all?
She was a good student, didn't get in trouble. If she did, it was minor. She was the baby of 3.
Okay.
So she was actually spoiled.
All right, let me hear from you. Give me some background.
All right, so growing up, me and my mom, we was like best friends. Like, from 8th grade, she put me into our community college where we stay at.
Where?
Which Sinclair in Ohio. I mean, I've been going there since I was in 8th grade, so it's like
for various programming.
Yeah, so I did Young Scholars program, and I was going to Sinclair through my high school, which is a career tech school. So with that career tech, I was also going into my field in the college. And I was part of the sophomore to senior to switch when I graduated.
What's that?
It's a program in my school. Since it's a career tech school, we got
sophomore to senior.
Sophomore to senior. The Ponence is the actual guy's name. He made that school, and he gave half the donations to Sinclair. So all the students that's in Ponence are able to get scholarships to Sinclair, free money, free ride.
Okay.
But me, I've been going to Sinclair since I was in 8th grade. So I'm like, I don't want to go to this college. So me being grown and I went behind my mom's back and I applied for different colleges outside of state.
Okay, and what school was that?
I wanted to go to UCLA.
Where did you go? You say you applied and went somewhere?
I applied, but I didn't go. I went to Sinclair instead.
Okay, where did you apply other than UCLA?
I did UCLA. I applied to Michigan State. I applied to Wilberforce. I applied to
None of them accepted you?
Yeah, I got accepted to Cedarville. I got accepted into another college that started with a C. It's in Fairborn.
Did you have a 2.7 or better?
I had a 3.4.
You could have gotten a lot more schools than that.
Yeah.
Now, Corey out there in the audience, a young man, he can tell you about Michigan State. We know the leaders there, and we know that with a 3.3, you can get in there. And we can help you get your financial aid if you're interested in doing that. But don't clap now yet. She know she interested in.
I want to go.
You want to go. So what happened since then?
About 17, me and my mom got into a big altercation.
This was after you were in college or before?
It was about the college. And I didn't want to go there. I wanted to switch my major too, and she didn't like that. I wanted to do criminal law. I was talking to my financial advisor. Me being 17, I still needed my mom. So I decided to, she told me not to do a college loan. I decided anyway to do
for
the
St.
college
Clair?
loan. Yes.
Did you need one?
So
you were living at home,
I
weren't
didn't,
you?
but I wanted to get out. I was trying to be grown, so I wanted to get out.
Did you?
No,
So you didn't even use the money. What you borrowed it for?
The advisor called my mom, and when he called my mom got mad, and then me and my mom got into it, and then she said, if you want to be grown, then get out. And then I was like, all right, then I'm going to get out. I took the stuff that I had with me, and I left.
And the $5,000, you got that?
No, I didn't get.
Oh, okay.
Nope, I didn't get no loan, nothing. And then I stayed with my big sister, so I stayed with her. And then about 2 months in it, I just withdrew from college, and I didn't go back.
Been doing what since?
And I'm still in my major. I do graphic design and photography freelance, and I still do everything that I strive to do.
You have a skill for? Okay.
Yes.
Well, good. That's the objective, is to get a marketable skill with livable wages, so that if you have a family, you can support your family in addition to yourself. And you're telling me the wages you earn now based on your training allows you to support yourself, and if you have a child, at least the child
will be okay.
Okay, good. Is that about right in your opinion?
No. Well, not.
Do you have
can support
children?
herself, but not a child. I don't think she makes enough to support a child.
All right.
But herself, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Just don't have no kids then. All right. By yourself, or with a no good man. All right. Tell me why you're suing her. What happened?
Okay. She had went to California in February 2018 with a couple of friends, and she called me and said, "Mom, I'm not asking you. I'm just letting you know I'm leaving." So she know I was not happy about that, but she's grown, so I couldn't stop her. She left with a couple of friends, and I was worried. And a couple of months went past, and I would get a call here and there, just worried, just praying and worrying.
About what?
About her safety, because she's young in California, and she really don't know about California. So she finally called me after a family member said, "Jasmine called, and she was crying, and she needs some gas money." And I'm like, oh, why she didn't call me? So I got the number, and I reached out to her, and that's when I started sending her, gas money, and I sent her a total of $391.
Okay. Did she agree to pay you back?
Yes, she did.
When did she say she would pay you back?
When she obtained a job.
And how long has she had a job since then?
When she got back, it took her probably like a month.
How long has she had it now?
Oh, she had her job. See, she has been estranged from me. So she probably can answer that better than I can.
She gonna tell me she don't have one, so she don't have to pay.
No,
you need to prove your case. I'm not
she has
asking her to prove a case against herself. So if you don't know, let's move on.
She has a job. She had a job then. But the length of the job, I don't know, because we wasn't communicating because of this. But she does currently have a job.
Okay, and what were the other loans for?
When she returned back to California, her apartment was vandalized. So she reported that, and she stayed with friends. we had went out of town again for a family funeral and came back and our apartment was vandalized again. And that's when this incident happened when I had to obtain an attorney.
What incident?
She had went upstairs. Her ex-boyfriend stayed in the same building she stayed in. And she noticed his handwriting on the wall because he wrote on the wall with left hand. Mm-hmm. She noticed the handwriting. She went upstairs, knocked on the door, and the girlfriend...
What was the handwriting?
His handwriting is left hand and it's distinctive to her.
I know, but what did it say to cause her to go to his place?
RIP number 6. And I think
that was her unit?
I think that was something distinctive to her.
Okay, she'll have to describe.
Yes, so she went up there and knocked on the door, and the girlfriend answered, and that's when they had the altercation. The police came about the burglary and also came about the fight. Mm-hmm. And they took her to jail automatically after the fight. Mm-hmm. So I found out about it that night. We went to court. She was facing a felony 1 and 2. And this is her first fight ever in her life. Ever. So I automatically got to calling my people and calling people and looking around and see if I could find an attorney that's suited enough who can handle this case and actually can just help us out, because I didn't have the money.
What happened? You're suing her for $3,000 for a bail or something?
For the attorney. So we obtained the attorney.
How much did you pay the attorney?
$3,000.
And when did she agree to repay you?
When she got a job, we was going to start payments.
Okay, let me hear from you, young lady.
Yes. So about the California trip, I did take a trip to California. I needed to get away. Like, I was tired of always being stuck in Dayton and being stuck in a place. I just wanted to get away and start my own life.
Yeah, why didn't you go away to college?
That's what I was going to do. But the people that I went down there with wasn't on the same mindset that I was. So when we got down there, they wanted to do drugs, or the girl got kidnapped.
Hold on, I'm confused.
It was
when you decided you wanted to get away,
I would decide, yes. And
what was your age or your status?
I was 22.
What were you doing at that time?
I was 22. I was a delivery driver for Domino's.
And you wanted to go to college?
And yes, I wanted to go to college.
But you blew that good opportunity when you had a full-time scholarship at age 17. So you owe your mother this money?
Yes.
All right. Judgment for the plaintiff, $3,541.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I love you, Jasmine.
I'm ready to go.